Building approvals bounce back. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's look at the latest media release from the ABS regarding building approvals. So they record a large rise in February. They've bounced back up, it appears. Now, what we had here, let me bring up this government intervention or government going to the rescue. Here we have, well, all the ways the government stepped in to help the market. And the big one was HomeBuilder, everyone. And you can see in the chart on this slide the skyrocketing number of building approvals. Now, at one stage, HomeBuilder, well, there were tens of thousands of people taking advantage of the scheme. Now, you'll see every man and his dog all over LinkedIn, particularly all the architects, saying it should all go into social housing. Now, the point of HomeBuilder isn't to provide housing for people, it was economic stimulus. They don't give a crap about the fact that someone's spending it on extension to their house or redoing their kitchen. They just wanted to get people working. They wanted to get money flowing through the economy. They didn't want everything to clam up, so that's why they stimulated it. And you get more of a bang for your buck in the private sector using them than the public sector, than public housing. That's the reality of it. And in regards, it worked. It kept the economy moving, but it overheated housing. We didn't really get anything for it. Okay, so for those of you that have spent on the home builder, you can probably share in the comments that costs went up, that it cost more than you expected. And a lot of people brought future projects forward. They pulled projects or plans that they had, maybe in the paper, maybe in the next few years. They brought it forward to take advantage of these government schemes. Now, we actually didn't, because we went own a builder. We didn't want to go through a contractor. But the issue is that my concern was that we would see a decline in building approvals after the home builder kind of fizzled out because of all of these future projects brought forward. And we started to see, we came off that peak, but it looks like it's bounced. So let's have a look. The total number of dwellings approved rose 43.5% in seasonally adjusted terms in February, following a 27% fall in January. So there's that fall in January, and it's up again 43%. So it's bounced up. Daniel Rossi, ABS Director of Construction Statistics, said the large rise in the total number of dwellings approved in February was recorded across all dwelling types. It's not just one sector. Private sector dwellings, excluding houses, rose 78.3%. Wow. Following a 43% fall in January. The rise in February was driven by a large increase in apartment approvals in New South Wales and Victoria. Private house approvals also rose in February, 16.5%, following a 16.3% decline in January. Across Australia, the number of dwelling approvals rose in Victoria, 91%. New South Wales, 48%, South Australia, 35%, Tasmania, 12.2%, Western Australia, 8% in seasonally adjusted terms. Queensland fell, 14.6%. Having the only state to record a rise in January. So, well, we're a bit out of sync here, guys, in Queensland. And now we have all the flood damage. Just wait for the stupid politicians to argue that rebuilding after disaster is a good thing. It's actually a net negative. It's the whole broken window fallacy. So the broken window fallacy, introduced by French economist Frédéric Bastiat in the 19th century. Now, he introduced it as a parable. That which we see and that which we do not see, in his essay, to illustrate why destruction and the money spent to recover from destruction is not actually a net benefit to society. And in his parable, he shares the story of the son of a window maker going and smashing all the windows in a village. It's good for the window maker, but it's not a net benefit for society. And remember that whenever you talk about the government being happy for repair or new construction when they're repairing damage. So back to this. Approvals for private sector houses rose in all mainland states, New South Wales, Victoria, WA, South Australia and Queensland, in seasonally adjusted terms. The value of total building approved rose 67.5% in February in seasonally adjusted terms. The value of non-residential building increased sharply, 132%, followed by a 37.2% fall in January. The February result was the second highest on record behind March 2021 and was driven by a large number of public developments, with 14 projects valued at over $30 million. The value of total residential building rose 38.7%, comprised of a 47.7% increase in the value of new residential building and a 6.4% fall in alterations and additions. So let's have a look at some of the charts here. And here we go. This is it. Dwelling units approved, seasonally adjusted. Look at that jump right there. Right back, right up again. And this is HomeBuilder. Here you can see it just shooting approvals up, and there you go. You can see if we go further back, you can see here the apartment building boom after the GFC climb right back up. It's all over the place, but that's either a bounce. The question is, will it fall further down or will it go back up? Remember, everything should go to the mean eventually. And there's the bounce there in private sector's houses and dwellings excluding houses. So everything is jumping up. We can see the change in everywhere but Queensland. Everywhere but Queensland, guys. And values going up, and there you go. So let's have a bit of a talk about this one. So what do you think? Are you noticing it in the construction game? I know we've got a lot of people watching the channel who are in construction. Everyone I'm talking to is flat out. There's a lot of work out there. It's just hard to even get tradies. People are looking for staff. So it's good times. How long will it last? And, make money, make hay while the sun shines. The problem is you can be flat out and spinning your wheels and not getting ahead. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there you go, guys. We need to watch this and see if it continues, if housing remains strong, or if it's just a blip in the radar. If these future projects don't materialize or the good times keep rolling. There you go. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one and how you're coping in the construction sector. If you're a fan of the channel and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can help out. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon, sign up at SelfWealth or Stake, or use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I will see you all in the next episode of HeiseSays. People just keep building in Australia, guys. You know what it is? It's all those renters buying houses, like ScoMo said. That's what's happening.